Now let's dive deep into the big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Raji Narayan Singh, and let's queer up trans rights. Pedro Pascal reaffirms trans allyship as he calls out vile transphobia. The Last of Us star Pedro Pascal has fiercely condemned recent anti-trans policies, calling them vile and pathetic. Over the weekend, Pascal shared an Instagram post showing a message on a building. He told his 9 million followers, quote, "A world without trans people has never existed and never will. I can't think of anything more vile and small and pathetic than terrorizing the smallest and most vulnerable community," end quote. The post has since gained nearly 1 million likes. While Pascal didn't name specifics, his comments follow Donald Trump's recent orders restricting transgender rights. These include banning trans women from sports, barring trans youth from gender-affirming care, and mandating passports reflect birth-assigned sex. Pascal's advocacy also is personal. His sister Lux Pascal is trans. After his post, he shared a photo of her at Chile's Viña del Mar festival, simply captioned Lux. He also posted a video of late trans activist Cecilia Gentili urging trans youth to embrace their identity. Wow. You know, as a trans person, I just have to say, I am so thankful that there are people that still speak up for us, because I know people are afraid and not making excuses. I mean, I'm out and about, and even sometimes in Wilton Manors, I go into spaces and I feel like the looks of disdain and the attitude of why are you here? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, God, we are a community. Whether you like it or not, the world clumps us together. Mm-hmm. LGBTQ. We have our differences and our own set of issues, but we are clumped together and we're a community. And I always say, same boat, different compartments. That's how I see it. And I think that the saying is, once they come for me, they'll come for you. And so I just get I don't take it for granted. it's so heartfelt to me to know that there are still people that are willing to stand up for us and not say, well, that's those trans people's problems. That's not our problem. So, because, there is power in unity.
Well, the reality is that we are one human race. And what we see is there are those who divide and those who bring people together. And as I said just before, we're the children of the rainbow. We have a special obligation to invite people in. We do not have the luxury of being dividers. And when people try to divide us by picking the weakest link or the low-hanging fruit, they do a disservice to all of us. And it puts us all at risk in ways that we can't even imagine. And they do try to do that intentionally. And they single out one group over another in different circumstances in order to gain leverage. This isn't about them caring. This isn't about them believing what they're saying. This is all about a claim to power that they don't deserve. And I can assure you that at Stonewall, we will never, ever drop the T or the Q or any other letter or any color flag. We are in this together, and we will damn well get up and fight for you every single day of the week, because there is no other option, and because, as you said, this is a family, and you don't cut off one limb to drop off one member of your family because you think you're going to survive better. You will not.
Of course we have we can tell the story over and over a million times, but it's just needs to always be said is that our movement was led by trans women of color. Why we're sitting here today with the freedoms that we have enjoyed started at Stonewall. And for our community to be dividing itself at this phase is exactly what they want. I mean, we are, to pit us against each other. And of course, that after the election, there were people out there from our own community. We're not talking about the right wing. We're not talking about our own community saying, well, we shouldn't have been so out there on trans rights.
Yeah.
And as you just, mentioned before, look what we're facing now. We thought, oh, well, they're just going to go against trans people. They're not going to come for marriage equality. They're not going to come for health care, for, HIV and HIV research and things that are very important to our community, but they already are. And it's been a month. Let's reflect on it's been 1 month and they're already coming for all of the other things that people in our community thought, oh, well, that won't happen. Oh, well, that won't happen. It's already happening.
You say it's been a month. I swear it feels like a year already.
It feels like a long year.
I mean, a long time already. It's only been a little over a month.
Which is what they want. They want to overwhelm us, and that's why we have to, stay vigilant. We have to stay united.
We have to be informed.
Because
everything that they're doing is well plotted out.
Mm-hmm.
The divisions that they're creating is an attempt to scare us into giving something up. And if we give up trans, then we'll be okay. If we give up lesbians, we'll be okay. If we give up old white gay men, we'll be okay.
Yes.
Everything is a calculated risk on their part. And we know that because they learned from DeSantis's mistakes. DeSantis went after blacks. That didn't work out so well for him. He went after gays and lesbians. That didn't work. And then he landed on trans children. And the Trump people jumped in on that and pretty much took it away from him. So now he's arguing about Casey running for governor. I mean, it's... As Trump would say, I hate losers. Well, DeSantis is a loser. And if we stick together and if we build our coalition the way we should, the way we have historically, from Stonewall to marriage to HIV to fighting in the military, we've done that by building coalitions that go way outside our realm. And that's what we really have to focus on, is building and not getting smaller.
You know what I love? I went to Hollywood Pride a few weeks ago, and anytime I go to a Pride, that's when I see the unity in our community. Mm-hmm. And I think to myself, God, if this could be like all the time. Because, everyone is just so unified and happy Pride and, so connected. And I really think like if we could keep that spirit going all the time, our community would be a lot stronger than it is.
Well, before we wrap up, I just want to say, to Raji, but to all of our trans siblings out there, if you have friends that are out there, reach out to them and ask them how they're doing, because, they may be out there putting on a strong face, but it's not easy. So thank you for doing what you're doing and for being visible. That is a big story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.